The Coliseum has 4 walls, so many ways to penetrate these fights. Good pickup from Benji, but Matzo took a lot of damage so far. They have that shield reserve, jumping right in straight to the box. The spray does not stop. Actually pushing backflip from the other angle. Rotary squad gets wiped.
What a pinch.
And now they're head-to-head, eye-to-eye with an Ops.
Yeah. Here we go, and look, the Storm Surge is affecting Thomas, and this is not the way kind of battle you want to have. This box fight against Benji, Amplify, and Matzo, and at the same time, dealing with Storm Surge. You're barely just above 56, and looks like 7 have to go down, so this aggressive stance, this may not work well for Flick and Austin Thomas. They may lose somebody in this engagement.
Yeah, no snipes to be able to be shot here, and trying to dive into Amplify and Matzo's box. I mean, talked about how this trio used to be an armored ball. They still have that quality. They still will not let any shots go through the cracks.
And now we have other teams that are still infected by the Storm Surge. We have Rescards and Dredda. This is where Dredda's trio's at, going up against 7 Torch trio. Storming right going down here. It's a 2-3 advantage for Andretta's trio. So far rocking with 2 points here, doing their best to get this no tag success. They're trying to go back up there. Couple of tags sent down by 7 Tor. Andretta having this opportunity to get the 7 Tor without any shield is doing his best. Not enough, but what a strong finish right there, and a great trio right for Andretta's trio. This is one of these old school names trying to take back the helm, Shio. Can they have that damage output that they're gonna need when it gets a little bit messy down low?
Who's trying to take the throne after game 1 is the question. Many different trios still up and alive. It's a mess towards the middle of this amalgamation of builds. Still high ground range true. Storm Surge damage is striking from the skies. Flick and Austin Thomas are moving straight towards the forward portion of this entire tarp. Blackie following close behind. Back on the right side though, you see on the bottom right, Benji having a little bit of trouble moving in, but he's leading the tarp for his team. Revscard though, out of gas. 6 eliminations. They've had such a good game so far, but now have to dive into the depths of the server. Freestyle mode up with the shots. Nothing really connecting just yet. Flick finds one. Adretta with another as well. Mirza going down, and now we're in the top 9.
They are doing all that they can to survive, hoping to get builds from the Harpoon. No builds, and that's what sent them down to the low ground completely. And yeah, they found a little bit here, and Deceptos is out now, but let's see what Benji, Amplify, and Matzo can do. They're so far looking really good, but they're very limited in builds, down to the soft mats, as Smecky picks up another Elim in the feed, set up a height against Blackie.
Oh my God, we're in a valley right now, and it feels like, yes, it actually looks like everyone has to move up towards that mountain. So you, Jams, and Smecky, making a bridge of destiny, trying to get there before everyone else. If they get to squeeze this server, they're already at 8 elims. They can hit double digits even more and guarantee a win.
Benji's trio took out Flick's trio right there. So that's a big battle down below. But my concern is, where's the ammo going to come from you? Where's the pressure? There's no shots ringing out, so they can't do anything here. But we're in a top 5 situation. So big to get into that top 3 where the placement points are going to kind of magnify so much. Andalix, Snazzy, and Xweez are still up. Benji is still up. Thomas HC is a solo fighter all alone. Can he hold on and get some valuable placement points?
Oh my God, so close, but it looks like high ground's out of steam. They have to come and drop down. Andalix don't look so healthy and good. No builds, but his shot is active. Full trio waiting, watching for just one person to drop down. It's Matzo who's the target right now. Caught between a trio sandwich. Half HP as well. He's just waiting on the pitch. The high ground trio drops. Andalix has the shots, but it's not enough. It'll be you with no ammo, just a shotgun dropping down, picking things up.
So look at this. What a great way to disengage from that and catch another trio. What a great call from the IGL. But they're still below Storm Surge. They haven't found enough hits. Now they're getting closer and closer as Storming Right actually takes off Revscard. So that fight is still going on in their rotation. They go right back in. Wakey's in trouble now, and he gets eliminated so quickly. He has not yet been confirmed, but all the shots go down. The power of Storm Surge has caused this pinball effect.
Wow.
Deceptos gets one against Raz. So many trades happening. Birch's trio is in this fight, and Kinzel, the 2-time DreamHack champion, is now going to have to go solo the rest of the way. But can he do it? That's going to be a huge ask, but he does have a lot of heals. Oh man, it's just like in a blink of an eye that engagement went off, and all of a sudden a strong trio and Deceptos, Waking, Kinzel down to 1. A lot of lobby focus is coming in. There's still another trio on the left side of Benji's trio that is making their way in here. And yes, it's actually Minzo's trio there. And this is just not going to be good. There's going to be a huge investment to survive as much as possible for Benji's trio here.
Bumper cars between all these teams, and they keep clashing back and forth, but no one's going to go completely off course. I like the fact that Amplify, Matzo, and Benji move a little bit more towards the right. It'll actually be disadvantageous for Minzo to actually push that. They'll be out of position. So
Let's take a look at the lobby for a brief moment. It's actually Thomas HC and Nascent Flick here who have some front of zone priority, but they get a big smack in the mouth and they're gonna have to retreat, dip into their heels for a brief moment. But what a scary situation. When you hear that full charge shotgun, Thomas survived that, barely. Talk about a great clutch. Flick is going to be an interesting situation. He's going to have to clutch as a solo here. Snazzy, Anilix, still looking strong. Reese talked about it. This is a trio that is known to be full force at the end game. As you're seeing the feed light up, Stasios getting eliminated. Pepper is really going right now, adding the seasoning to this lobby. Minzo gets popped from the back right here with some great pressure from Snazzy. Can they pick up Flick? It's trying to get Pepper, but it gets caught. As Xweez picks up an Elim and Snazzy picks up an Elim on Flick right there. But look at all that loot, and that's just gonna make this trio stronger, Shio. Get strong right now.
72 points. It just looks so perfect, so good. It's like we're tuning into a completely different channel when we're watching Anilix and Snazzy. They're so perfect right now in this game with their game plan. It just feels like we're watching opens on top and then grand finals quality down below. But Mustache has stopped. Flick and Nas and Thomas HD. I'm saying opens because of their high elim count as well. This is huge. 8 total eliminations from this trio. And they're not stopping just yet. We're barely even touched towards the end game. Snazzy, Anilix, and Xweez are setting up their pincer strat, trying to keep it ultimate low, but Snazzy takes another big shot once again. And there's a huge burst of action in mid-ground as Flecken goes down. Drentos gets his next tag starting from height.
And we see Blackie's trio is still in this fight. They go all the way down to low. So that's going to be a huge advantage for Blackie's trio. But Xweez now is there. And Anilix actually goes down. And Snazzy goes down. And that trio is out. We're in a top 3, now top 2 situation. Can Mustache here, along with this trio mate, a Cherentos, walk away with the victory royale with a huge performance so far. 10 elims, but they could get 2 more and get 4 points, and that victory royale is on the line. No Blackie inside as DKS and Erwin here to hold on here. Look at that. Are they going for the res? The res is happening. The RPG says not so fast. Enough with those shenanigans. We're going to walk away with the victory royale. And not only that, they have a lot of Storm Surge, but what's not working out so far is the Italian trio of Heatsy, one of them getting knocked here, and Kenzel with a very clutch moment riding solo was able to carry his team and hold on to a top 8 finish coming into 6th place after that match. And Kenzel's not finished. He's getting an elim against Diablo here, and they're all holding down inside the Orchard. As you're seeing the day for Piero, the struggles continue here, looking for their opportunity to change and pivot. Now you're seeing more in the feed light up, and Xweez is getting some more knocks. But if anyone knew the ammo situation at height, it would be easy pickings for the taking. Now Thomas is going for the chop here. Gets a couple of shots at height as much as possible.
Oh, no.
Does not get the knock. Oh no!
DKS fell down all the way down towards the low ground and might also almost get picked up. It's just up to you and Blackie all the way up on height. Ray's also affected inside the storm. DKS found his way back, but had to use so many mats, and Blackie's almost out. Here's the big tape up on height while they go up for the skies above. And Drenna, Rescard, and Scram work down the depths below. It's going towards the river as well. We'll see Lucia all the way on the left, getting shots taken, and Ewan gets slapped away from height and cracked down by Andretta as well. There are 2 trios looking to dominate right now. That's Thomas HC and company, and Andretta and the boys from Steamy Stacks.
And Thomas HC picking up a knock and an Elim right here with some big tags on the backside. It's Andretta's trio. Now down to Andretta and Scram. A knock on a Nos right there and converted to the Elim. It's a top 2 situation. Let's see if the big tags in the backside of Flick right now. Flick going back up to high, trying to survive. Out comes the bouncer. They're trying to go for the retake. I think Flick is literally fighting for his life, trying to get high. Now Andretta, without a moment to breathe, he's going all in. He's invested. He's trying to catch Flick here.
Nordivine versus Guild Gaming right now, all the way in these boxes. It's not possible for Andretta, and the Guild Gamma trio stays up top. What a phenomenal games.
They had the same rotation as Benji, but in the trenches, they cannot come up for air. And it's Thomas HC and Nelson Flick now applying the pressure to crunch on this opportunity that's happening on these rotations from 4 to 5 trios.
It was a domino effect with Benji going down. Amplify and Matzo had to chase the team that was still being ticked by Surge. We saw that happen with MTV over a few games. That means Vato gets to control a lot of the low ground we're seeing in this base here that Thomas HC and Awesome Flick basically own all the way up on height. So everything's connected right now. Amplify still searching for more. With that pick, Benji's definitely back in the game with weapons, shield, and ammo. Question is, how is everyone else going to react to what's happening in this kind of center battery of builds. Everyone has to move over now to completely new territory.
We have to keep an eye on Vato, Etsy, and Airwax. This is where they typically go down here. We're not yet at the 17th placement point. This is going to be a big game for them, considering that they need that pop off and a half here. But Thomas HG and Nas and Flick may not let anybody else get close to them. And we're talking about some big seeded teams haven't yet made this big statement, just like Hen, Chapix, and Janice here, but now it's going to be a huge opportunity here. Let's take a look at this rotation that's happening here. Who has the advantage is definitely it's going to be Thomas HG's trio, but Blackie, Erkin, and DKS have been known. This is where they've been all day. Last time they were at Hype, unable to capitalize, but I thinking they're super comfortable in this situation. Now we have another storyline of the Italians of Heatsy, Steelix, and Snag here trying to get off the map right now, considering they haven't had a great day yet. But hey, Vato is doing it, is getting a knock. That trio still going, looking good.
Everyone right now still has the mats to be able to defend. I'm seeing something kind of sinister cooking from Cookie right below. On second height, there he is, finally dropping down right beside Thomas. Goes for a tag. Not possible. Are they going for a retake here, or is this just a collision course? Snag is in position to beam down height. He does go for the shots on Anasis builds, but Thomas goes all the way back to defend. Storm Surge still being dropped down towards the backside of these builds, and past that, Vato, Airwalks, and SC are close and comfortable with us. Blackie, though, is down on Surge.
This storm is pushing up the mountain here. All the ones that are down low are in big time trouble, because Thomas Ishi and Nas and Flick are going to look to compress this lobby and be really aggressive here as we enter the top 10.
It's getting hot. It's getting too much of a press for a bunch of people down below. Cookie now lost towards the storm. Vino is not going to be able to bop all the way up. And Nos, Thomas, and Flick are all beaming towards the back. Torrentos once again goes down to the storm, but Steelix and Heatsy, they've moved forward and found Snagged. A full trio still alive, but with a collision course with Vato. They clash. Amplify picks up Blackie as he's going down to Surge. Thomas finishes Vato as well. They have control of the sands. They're the kings of the desert with 9 elims, no, 10 right now. They're closing out this game and pushing for a back-to-back victory royale.
Not there yet, but man, what a big time statement made right now to put their stake in the EU region to let everybody know that they are the favorites going into the finals. And this is the kind of execution and statement that needed to be made right here. But because that team in that spot is still racking up elims, Diablo, Fleckin, and Bayon are being very aggressive here. And now you're seeing someone actually contesting Thomas HD. And hey, they pay the toll, they pay the price. Now it's going to be Jaggy here all by himself. And at this moment, they're just feeding into the Storm Surge. Kind of like... I'm sorry, those some nasty tags there. Like, this man did not miss just because it's not a singles type blast with a sniper. He's still very deadly with the AR. And now Thomas AC and Austin Flick are going to be okay in Storm Surge. No doubt they're going to have to find a little bit more. And they're going to be late to this rotation here, considering that they had that fight. And MTP is really hungry, looking for some scraps.
Yeah, they need anything they can get their hands on right now. Thomas HC still rolling in. There's Flick as a casualty so far, but 164 points and 134 damage worth of a shot. They'll wipe out another trio completely. Goodbye, Slove. Hello, elimination points. 6 elims for this trio going in, and Flick is back in the fight.
Flick back to his feet here. No doubt going to be back and heal up and look at all that loot for that kind of jack-in-a-box type surprise charge shotgun blast. And Steelix snagged in Heatsy.
Definitely can't be stopped right past that, but how many more records can they break is the question. MDP always low on Surge. Maybe that's why they're trying to dive in. Oh my goodness, Thomas. He just had his arm out or leg out there for a second like a demon under bed. He's just there to grab it. And now Heine
Dude, that's
trying to do something as well. Not possible.
Bro, you literally send chills up and down my spine. You can't even have, you gotta have your feet covered when you're in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Something.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the main story, though. I want to do something. Never mind. Stop talking about the main story. Thomas isn't done. My bad. I was talking over you, man.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Woo!
Amplify already getting a few eliminations, making the top 3 go and soar even higher. Past that, Vino, yes, is all the way up top. On the top right, you see Wakey. Got some points, trying to break through the 80 threshold towards the 90s. Fleckin, got some more fights, Diablo and Bayon in tow. haven't done much just yet. Mats are also running low. Andretta activated in the feed. Dexy follows by as well. They're not done with the day just yet. They don't want to give up here. But otherwise, they're going to harder. The top's only rising even more. Taking out Raze. Frey not having the best day, but Refsgaard gets the points inside his trio's box. And past that, now looks like another half and half moving over from the zone because everyone was based up so close side by side. But we're in the 7th. Storm Surge now active. 5 people need to go down.
And these are always the most dangerous Storm Surge on these rotations. It's going to cause so much chaos here. You're seeing so much Storm Surge going through, flying through builds as much as possible.
No!
What's also flying through is some big Thomas AC E-limbs. Deceptos gets a big time tag against him, and now he's down minimal HP, and now Wakey is trying to survive the low ground pressure as he's trying to be tripped up on his rotation. Now it's up to Wakey and Kinzel. Wakey gets tagged hard. 22 HP, trying to fight and survive here. Kinzel is still the only one with shield in that trio, but we're still be keeping up with Flecken, Diablo, and Bayon, who are on that cusp here. And look at Shield, they're in the 50s now, as Patty is still holding on to height. But now it's soft builds down below, so Patty, Vino, and Knifer could get some E-limbs as Amplify goes down, and it's all up to Benji, and Benji's without shield.
Flecken's trying for the clutch. He's inside the box, going head-to-head, but it's not enough. 57's where he stops for now. Graduation game for Wakey, kills Kinzel and Deceptos. They need this so badly. 98 points so far, going into triple digits. Will 100% confirm that they're allowed to play in those finals, but at the same time, everyone is allocating so many points. Refsgaard has upped his tier of play. He's in a different class too. 95 points in total with Scram. Flick is down below. Elevates a bit off the floor. Refsgaard still trying to go back and find things. Is a bounce back, a few more builds, some minis, and now a lull moment that everyone actually just tries to discover what's going on around them. Flicking off Thomas, I feel like he's still alive at the low ground. Finding Kinzel and Wakey. Fighting Deceptos as well. Or no, Kinzel Wakey, but at the same time, the E11 duo as well. Refsgaard is trying, drops Thomas down towards the box. Flick is now staying up 2 at the same time. Everyone's so close neck and neck.
I mean, Frey was making a move on the leaderboard, but they ran right into the wall of Anasis trio, and Flick gets a E-limb on Refsgaard. So the trilogy is still on the line. Patty is holding on to height as he sends down the dogs of Knifer and Vino to slow down this dangerous monster that's down below. Can Kinzel and Wakey survive it? No. Kinzel gets knocked. Wakey gets confirmed by Anas here. So now it's a battle here. The trilogy on the line. Can the console players coming in hot run into the PC world slay the dragon that is Flick, Anas, and Thomas HD? They go up to the height. Flick goes down. Thomas and Anas have over close to 20 E-limbs. Knifer goes down. Thomas HD is on the low ground. We have a battle between Patty and we have Thomas HD. Does he have the heal condition? He may be able to pop this off. He does pop it off. It's a 1v1 situation. Can Thomas find this? And look at the amount of E-limbs. We're talking about 26 E-limbs. Can the 27 be here? And it's no! Patty says not so fast.
Or they're looking for a little bit of piece of the pie in this puzzle. X squeezes them all the way on height though. They're going to be controlling this game from now,
Cookie.
and you know when they're on height, they get aggressive. Cookie goes down, and unfortunately, it looks like that qualification run will stop in its tracks. We'll be seeing them in reboot, unless Patty tripped up as well. But there's room for Patty to move as Andretta finds another and makes 7th place go to triple digits as well.
No build to his name, completely fresh out. Now hoping, yes, Storm does pull back here, and he's going to look for an opportunity to put a big-time tag as much as possible. But look, all the trios are coming up to his lair. This is the lone run, and we have to keep a look at Knifer's trio. If there are just more, if they're in the triple digits, then that means Andretta still has some work to do as the solo here. 105 points. Let's take a look at the feed. Steelix is still going. Heatsy still going. Triux trades Heatsy, gets a knock. Snag, they could do it. They're making a pop-off. They're going to have a lot of work to do, though, Shiloh.
They're trying it. 7 teams right now are over 100 points in the top 8. Andretta will be the one with the least that gets taken out. There's essentially just one spot up for grabs. Patty, Vino on low ground are the ones to watch at the moment, the ones to take it all away. Everyone should be trying to stop them right now, but they don't know exactly where they are. Thomas is also in a clutch position. 4 elims so far. How many points did he take away? I'm trying to look for Patty. There he is on the left side of your screen, on the bottom left in low ground. Raze, Arion, and Frey are foaming at the mouth, trying to find them, trying to break inside that tarp, get those eliminations. Doesn't matter though, they have to move up. The server is starting to clinch down. Might get lost in the zone. I'm focusing on Vino and Patty right now.
Oh,
on the top right there it is. Patty goes down.
Vino traded. He's up. He's up. Vino's good. Vino's good. They still not in the triple digits though. They're not in the triple digits. Andretta is still just a little bit higher, and Vino still got that confirmation. So that's 2 points right there. And now we're getting close. No, 101, but that's not 105, bro. It's not 105, and that's where Andretta finished.
True, but it might be just 8th place. We'll see if it was enough.
Might be.
Let's look at how that victory lap swag looks though on Thomas, as he's still alive. From top 17 down to top 5 with minimal build, still working. Game number 6 might stop Raze in his tracks. He could be there close to Qual inside the storm, though it's not enough for him to survive. Raze keeps his dreams alive, but it's Andelix, Squeeze, and Snazy on height who are looking to wrap this game up.
What a valiant effort from Snagged and the Italian trio. They were so close. They were making some moves up the board as much as possible. But we were talking about victory laps, and now we have definitely 2 teams that are in. Deceptos, Wakey, and Kenzel, who's out, is going up against Andelix's trio. And Andelix's trio is trying to have a say that they're still a very dominant and dangerous trio, and they walk away with the victory royale. Well, wow, man, what a furious finish into that top 8, but no doubt.
There is just nothing you can do about these guys when they're playing like this. It is insane. Congratulations to them. First in the leaderboards without a shadow of a doubt. And yeah, can we take a moment now to shout out to Amplify Matzo Benji, right? These guys, obviously one of the newer form trios.
You know, we're moving on to the teams that are going into that 9th till 16th slot. These guys have all qualified through for the reboot round, which will be later today.
To make it into that reboot round will be Lolas, Maggle, and Payros, who are going to be